Peyton Dickerson is the quarterback for this Titans team. His favorite player is Keon Coleman.
You see him, how he can move, Tom. I mean, this guy loves finding his receivers. Macias had 4 TDs yesterday. He does a great job of scrambling. Phoebe talked about his athletic ability. You'll see him extend plays and hit throws down the field.
On the other side, Anthony Rosa, 15-year-old out of Leesburg, Virginia, rising 10th grader.
Great rusher, got a safety early yesterday versus the Jaguars elite. Such a difference maker.
Titans won the toss. They've elected to take the ball to start the game, starting at their own 5-yard line. R.C. Davis has been his favorite receiver. The first pass, though, goes Noah Petrungar, and he is able to pick up 10 on first down. Phoebe, staying on schedule a lot of times a flag means 7 yards per play?
Yeah, you're looking around 7 yards. You have to think you're starting on your own 5-yard line. You've got 20 to get to the half. So about 7 yards is really key to be able to get there. And I like what they're doing here now. They're just hitching all the way down the field, testing out what that defense is going to do.
Just making sure they get that new set of downs, right, Phoebe? Once you cross that line.
Absolutely.
Louis Rossi is their head coach. Kevin Macias with the catch. 2 for 2 start, make it 3 for 3. They're spreading around, going back to Noah for his second grab. And past midfield is a first down.
They'll be really happy with that positioning. You saw third down, they were about 2 yards short, and then they had an extra down. So now, looking where they are, 3 downs to be able to get in the end zone here.
First and goal, Dickerson connects. And a rip right at the 10-yard line. That's R.C. Davis celebrating his 15th birthday today.
Yeah, we talked about the difference maker that Anthony Rosa is as a rusher, but if they're getting rid of it this quick, the rusher is really irrelevant.
R.C. on the right side of the formation. Dickerson goes underneath, and it's incomplete, just a hair behind Noah Petrungar.
A little bit of an adjustment by Rosa there. It's like, okay, if I can't get to you, I'm going to jump and try to get my hand up for ball disruption.
Absolutely, and that's what you'll see with rushers. They're going to have different techniques here, either hands up trying to block the quarterback or just coming in quick with that speed.
Third and goal. Back across his body to R.C. for the catch and the score. R.C. Davis with the touchdown. He had 3 in the quarterfinals, and he gets it started as they cash in their first possession.
You can't hope for a better drive here, guys, and just methodically down the field. This is, I mean, I could draw the play, but that's not really the play. That's Dickerson rolling out to his right, throwing back to his left. Spectacular throw.
The go for 1 from the 5, sidearm into the end zone, and the score, Ezra Golan. Easy E, and that was an easy first drive. Dickerson 5 of 6.
It's really hard when you get this close to your end zone. It gets so congested in there, so you're looking for those kind of pick routes, or ideally you're looking to get to either the front pylons or the back pylons in flag football.
So much pressure on those conversions, too, to get that 1-point conversion to make it 7 points. Huge.
So Julian Marza comes out to run this offense. He's got to keep a close eye on Dickerson, the rusher. Leads bracket play in sacks. They're going to run it on first down. Phoebe, we don't see much of the run game. Interesting choice on first down.
Yeah, and it's a really interesting way to start the game as well. Although you might be trying to pull the defense up, show them a couple tricks in your bag, because keep in mind, when you hand off the ball, it kills the 7-second clock that a quarterback has.
Marza's favorite player is Lamar Jackson. He's had a wonderful tournament thus far. Here comes Dickerson rushing from 7 yards out, and they complete it to the 11. Brent Royster is the head coach of this Steelers team, the Loudoun Legends.
See the runner, you go get him.
3rd and 14 to get the 11.
Great visit with the coaching staff and the players yesterday after their quarterfinal win.
You really talked about their team's mentality, not too high, not too low. Big conversion here. You got to get across that midfield line.
And incomplete. Leaves them 4th down, and the choice is to go for it or punt it away. There is no kicking, so the punt would then place the ball at the opposite 5-yard line, and they don't want to surrender field position here, but an empty possession for the Steelers.
Yeah, I'd say easy decision there, Phoebe, right? I mean, unless you're, what do you think, 5 yards and in, you're not going for it on 4th.
Absolutely, and you've got to protect yourselves a little bit here. We talk about how in flag it's so key to be able to score every drive, while alternatively, don't put yourself in bad field position and start thinking about the clock here.
Dickerson takes a handoff and then puts it in the air. And a great run and a spin to take a pass for a first down.
Gavin Macias right there. You get the ball in the hand of your 2 best players. snap it to Macias, hand it off to Dickerson. He has the run-pass option, then gives it to Macias in the flat. This is the creativity you can show in flag football.
Macias takes the snap again. Dickerson to throw, and it's batted down. Huge stop on first down.
I mean, that's a brilliant play. We have seen the rusher slowing down, kind of playing that game with Dickerson, because once that ball is handed off, then you are eligible to run. So he's trying to keep all of the trouble in front of him.
2nd and goal from the 20-yard line on this 50-yard field. Dickerson has all day, and he's able to fit it in for a touchdown. Plenty of time, and it's a 2-score lead for the lockdown legends.
Yeah, you see here Dickerson is, the rusher is Rosa is trying to distract him and get some ball disruption, but he's a 6'1" player that's able to stand tall, deliver the ball over the rush.
They'll go for 1 again to try and build a 14-0 lead. Dickerson into the end zone, incomplete. R.C. Davis couldn't quite squeeze it, just a hair behind him.
Up 13-0, it's hard not to be feeling good.
No doubt about it. He also plays tackle football in high school, and they've started play. So he had to text his coach and say, if you miss me, turn on ESPN. Completion on first down and good hips to turn it into a nice gain.
Yeah, Dickerson leads the mentality of the Titans to just loose, have fun. That's who they are. But also on the other side for the Steelers, I mean, it's important that there's no panic. Get a good drive, come on down this field and get a score, and then it's a new game.
Omar Almada with the catch on first down, pump to the left and incomplete to the right.
Saw yesterday against Jaguars, the lead from Marza. The use of the pump fake, trying to move the defense, that sort of settles him down a little bit, makes the rusher sort of stutter also. Let's see if he continues.
3rd down and mid to go. At what point in this scenario do you consider going for it on 4th down?
I think you want to be around either the 5-yard or in. You think of it like an extra point in that situation too.
A handoff back to the quarterback. Can run or throw, and wide open on the throwback, and a beautifully designed play. Kabir Rajpal with the first down catch and run.
I mean, that's the danger of having a quarterback who hands it off. You don't know if they're going to throw it, run it. It just slows that defense and rush down.
Yeah, certainly negated the blitzing ability of Peyton Dickerson. And across midfield for the first time in this game, Kabir Rajpal, favorite team is the Chiefs. Just not on the same page on that attempt to the perimeter. 2nd down coming. Stormy talked about it. Kingston Tate, the intended receiver, joined the team in January.
He's going to have to wait till that time.
Yeah, we'll see if they can find him here down in the red area, closer to the end zone. Nice tall target for your quarterback.
There wasn't a heck of a lot of practice for this team. They said pool play was their practice, and Rajpal hauls it in. 11-yard strike to Kabir.
Rajpal coming right here down the seam, but you see how the center will hook up here to distract the middle defense. Just attacks the middle zone. High-low concept. Great throw, great catch.
Steelers will go for 1.
So this is exactly what you're talking about, guys. The mentality of the Steelers, especially Marza at quarterback. Relax. Look at him. Went over there, get on the same page with his wide receiver. Let's run the play, see if we can get the point after.
Looking for Tate, well covered,
there.
And behind him, just off the hands of Omar Almada. Plenty of options on that one.
Had him in the corner. Go ahead, Phoebes.
It's always hard this part of the end zone as well. Do you go into a man defense where you like those matchups, or do you play some sort of zone where you're protecting the pylons? It's a big decision to make, and you have to be confident in that as a defense.
3.5 to play in the first half. Dickerson on the run. And completes it for a gain of 10 on first down. Noah Petrunger with the catch. He's had a couple in this game. In fact, he's your leading receiver right now. 4 grabs for 42 yards on a 50-yard field. That's a good first half. Into coverage and nearly picked.
We got a flag on the field.
Tom LeNave, our white hat.
Impeding the rusher. Offense. 5 yards from the line of scrimmage. Loss of down. It's It's third down.
Impeding the rusher, when you're watching the rusher and the center here, when the center releases, the rusher has a direct line to where the quarterback is. However, the center pushed the rusher off the line.
Down the sideline, and caught will leave just 5 yards to gain for the first down.
So we're inside that 5-yard zone now. This is no run zone.
They're going to go for it. 4th and mid.
Big down.
With that penalty, they lost it down a couple plays ago. Dickerson connects. Macias loses his footing, but he had picked up the first down.
A lot of times in this area of the field, you're looking for those hitches, comebacks over the midline, and some sort of crossing route. That's always a nice way. You want your receivers to be on the move, get the ball in their hands so they can make some sort of evasive flag move.
So fresh set of downs. You only get 3 downs to score once you cross midfield. Bad snap, and that is down where it hits the turf. Well, we haven't seen this Titans team
so that
make a lot of
ball,
mistakes.
yeah. So that ball will be dead where it lands, Phoebe.
It will be, yes, and that's one of the hard things, right? Your center is an eligible receiver, so it puts a little bit more pressure on them to get that nice connection point with the quarterback and then go out and run your route, especially when you know you might have a deep play or a crossing route where you're trying to be aware of where the rusher is and where the receivers align.
Big miscue there because we're looking at 2nd and goal. You only get 3 downs here to score.
Dickerson trying to get some of that yardage back. Goes underneath. And Petrunger got has his 5th catch.
The defense are doing a nice job of not allowing any of those yards after catch. It's really important in flag. You've got to be able to go in, come under control, 2 hands when pulling a flag, just to guarantee your chance of getting one of them.
Yeah, what you're guaranteeing here now is a shot to the end zone. And they want to take their time, of course, because with this running clock here, you don't want to leave too much time for the Steelers when they have the ball.
Clock does not stop, on change of possession. Dickerson will lob it to the end zone, into coverage, and it's caught. R.C. Davis. Touchdown Titans. They have scored on every possession. That one goes for 24.
So why Dickerson have so much time? Because of the hard count, the rusher jumps, and when the rusher jumps or moves, he now cannot rush anymore. So the quarterback knows I can just sit back there the entire time, all that 7 seconds, and deliver the football.
They'll go for 1 here. Dickerson back of the end zone, incomplete. 12 of 15, 149 yards and 3 touchdowns. Phoebe, the sack didn't seem to hurt him after that fumble.
It didn't, and that ability to come back, I mean, it goes to speak to their resilience. But looking at that touchdown, most other teams might have done some sort of handoff to kind of kill the clock. But like you said there, Teddy, there was no rush, so it gave him lots of time.
It's a 19-6 lead, and Stormy's hanging out with the birthday boy, R.C. Davis, with 2 touchdowns.
RC, did the birthday energy give you any more ups when you were making that grab in the end zone?
Yes, of course. It got me so excited. I mean, to be here on my birthday, it's a special occasion. I mean, it's great coming out and play with my boys. We grew up together playing flag, and now we're here at the championship. It feels great.
We talk about playing together for such a long time. You guys have been the highest scoring offense throughout bracket play. What's allowed you to move the ball so efficiently game in and game out?
I mean, it's our quarterback, how our play calls are going. I mean, we play so together. If our routes aren't it, we audible them, and our quarterback knows exactly what we're doing because we played so long together. We know exactly what we're doing.
Thanks, RC. Happy birthday.
Thank you.
R.C. Davis,
Happy
what
birthday,
a half.
RC.
Jalen Marza, 4 completions in the first half for 51 yards. And just wide, trying to get it to Raj Paul.
So you're watching now, anybody who is lined up at 7 yards or deeper are eligible rushers. So you don't have to raise your hand, anything like that. You are eligible. So as soon as that ball is gone, they are able to run.
Good move. Pick up some positive yardage and a miss on the first flag attempt.
Yeah, that'll help Marza just settle in just a little bit, get him running. Nice little pump fake, let him get out there in space.
How about that spin move and the change of elevation?
That's exactly what you want to have. You want to be able to make it hard on a defender to pull your flags. They are not easy. I know you guys have played around with them a little bit. That satisfying pop noise they have as well.
So now 3rd and 3.
Go in for Casey.
Got 4 downs to pick up the first down. Marza shuffles it forward. They pick up the first down just a yard past the line.
Big play.
Big play, and the defense are going to be so happy with that spot. That's exactly where you want them because you want to force them to have to work that whole second half of the field.
It's about the worst place you can pick up the first down, right? You can't get much closer to the line. Dickerson returns, see if he has a chance to get to Julian Marza. He's the bracket play sack leader coming into today. Out to Raj Paul again.
And this is what this offense has been when they're at their best for the Steelers. Short passes. You see how that affected the rusher. Just a little handoff gives them half a second more. Throw it to your player in the flat. Nice little gain.
Brent Royster is the head coach on second down. Connects with Omar Almada. And that brings up third down, which is essentially fourth down.
This is a huge play for them here. I mean, look, they're just over the 4-yard line. I mean, you have to almost guarantee you're going to get this in here to give yourself a chance. Otherwise, the Titans could get away with this.
If they fail to convert, it'll be a turnover on downs. 25-second play clock. It's down to single digits. Wide open. What a play design. And Omar Almada with the touchdown catch.
And Phoebe, you know the importance of a center, okay? Because Omar Almada's made some big plays in this drive. Sometimes you get lost snapping the football.
Absolutely, and what happens here too is when you have the rusher, a lot of times the center is told to replace where the rusher came from because you've got this vacant void that needs filling.
They'll go for 1 from the 5-yard line. And what a catch after the initial bobble, hauled in by Grayson Todd. His first catch of the game, and the Loudoun legends representing the Steelers aren't going anywhere.
Great catch by Grayson Todd right there. Just concentrate on a bobble. On the ref cam right here, so much pressure here, guys, on these kids. Seeing them make these plays, great play by Todd.
Peyton Dickerson at quarterback for the Titans, and a beautiful stretching catch made to take it up the sideline on first down by Noah Petrunger.
Beautiful catch by him, and as a defender, you're taught you want to have one hand on the flag and then try and break it up with the other hand. That way, if you miss, at least you've got the flag to pull.
How about the arm angle by Dickerson there? Rusher in his face, Tom still just sort of flicks it sidearm.
Phoebe, 2nd and 3. Do you take a deep shot here?
Absolutely. I mean, you got to think you've got 3 attempts here, and ultimately, this is a great opportunity for Dickerson to show off that arm strength that he's been enjoying so much.
R.C. Davis has been his main deep threat. Ball tipped and falls incomplete. 3rd and 3.
I mean, you still have the opportunity here if you wanted to take a deep shot. I mean, but they've been doing a nice job of just kind of methodically moving downfield. They don't seem like they want to do anything too fancy.
Almost a 2-down mentality here, but, oh, man, you playing cushion like that.
And that results in an easy first down for R.C. Davis.
Yeah, that's stealing. That's too easy for R.C. right there. He's made that catch 1,000 times. Just go cross the midfield line, hook up, get a few yards after the catch, and here we go.
And from
3 downs for a touchdown.
And a clock management standpoint, a score on this possession, and the Titans are sitting pretty. Lobbed into the end zone for the score. Gavin Macias, with the touchdown. And the Titans add another one on a 14-yard strike.
Macias is a touchdown machine. Sorry about that, Tom. I'm just so excited for this kid. Julian Edelman's his favorite player right there. You see, and he's just going to run a little post route. The quarterback, Dickerson, little pump fake across the field. Defender with the left side leverage can't make it up.
Going for 1 and grabbed in the end zone. Gavin Macias and Peyton Dickerson getting it done. Dickerson 194 yards and 4 touchdowns through the air. Jalen Marza shuffles in the backfield, eludes Dickerson and takes off. There is a flag down, and he rushes past midfield for a first down.
Holding on the defense, that penalty would decline. We'll take the result of the play.
So holding is when you go to grab the flag and perhaps you grab the shorts or the shirt. Now it is subjective in some ways in how quickly you release the flag or whatever item you're grabbing in that situation. This is a big penalty for him.
Marza averaging 20 yards a rush, gives him a first down, and now he sends it to the sideline, and that'll set him up with a 1st and goal. He's in, touchdown. Thought he was out at the 1, but it's a score from 22 yards out. 2 plays for the score.
Yeah, scissor concept on the offensive right there. Nice throw to the corner. Marza just a couple runs to settle him down a little bit there, Phoebe, and all of a sudden he's becoming very accurate again.
Exactly. And remember, it's where the ball is, not the flag where it's pulled.
Good job, Kabir Rajpal, to get it over the goal line.
There's
and
Kingston.
the scoring strike to Kingston Tate for the conversion. And we've got a 1-possession game with the clock rolling at 5:25.
You know, this is Loudoun. I mean, what they've done, they've had 2 wins in this tournament that have been won by 1 possession. So they're used to this. They're used to this pressure. Coach has got their mentality right where they need to be.
Ball back in the hands of Peyton Dickerson and this Titans team. 5 minutes to play. They will run it on 1st down. And Gavin Macias able to pick up 10.
The thought process here is if you can go down the field and score whilst using every second of the clock, right? You'll see the head ref there, he's going to start counting with his hands. They'll probably be trying to take it down as low as possible. You have a 25-second play clock when it comes to spotting the ball.
Yeah, he likes Julian Edelman and the coaches. Hey, let's use him like Julian Edelman, really. I remember the Patriots handing Jules the ball off so many times, hitting them on deep balls, short routes. That's Gavin Macias today.
Play clock was at 3 when the snap occurred. Dickerson flips it out to R.C. Davis. Davis had a huge first half with a couple of touchdowns.
That's a great flagpole right there, isn't it?
Oh, it's just, it is beautiful. The flag is so hard to grab as well. You really got to appreciate the athleticism, the angles that these athletes have to make in order to grab those flags.
And
6th catch of the game for Davis.
Yeah, and these kids are moving their hips, they're spinning, they're dipping, they're jumping. As someone that's mainly played tackle, I don't know if I can do this sport. That's
You got that
extremely
hip flip,
difficult.
that pass rush.
Oh, can't rush now.
On 3rd down. Directing traffic, and R.C. Davis with the leaping catch for the first down. Now 3.5 minutes to play.
So, Phoebe, I hear the official counting. So what is that?
Absolutely. So what he's counting is for the quarterback. He wants to make sure that he knows, hey, you've only got 7 seconds left, 6 seconds left. And then when he starts again, once the quarterback receives the ball, they only have 7 seconds to release the football. Sometimes it's harder when there's no rush. I know that wasn't intentional. We saw the rusher go on that hard count. But it is almost harder because now you've got more space and smaller windows to have to throw into.
It's an infraction we haven't seen the entire weekend. A quarterback failed to get it off and left and silent.
Right.
Dickerson off the play action. Leaves it incomplete and leaves 2nd and goal.
So in flag football, there is no such thing as intentional grounding. There's no fumbles. There's no stripping. So they're able to throw it away.
Steelers use a timeout, yet just has to get past the line of scrimmage.
Boys, come on.
Okay. They don't have that running back.
All right, hey, go. No, they go up and down on quarters. Remember we watched it. They go up and down.
We didn't play for it.
In the previous game they played.
What else can we do?
I think soft man or base.
They do too many calls.
Okay, what do you guys want to play? What do you feel comfortable? Stay in man. You're fine.
When you're facing an elite offense, Teddy, sometimes you go to the sideline. You're just searching for answers.
No,
Yeah, and
so
you
where are they
get the
going? I
input of
thought-
your players. Looks like they were comfortable playing
Yeah, we
man.
gotta go to-
But Coach also said that's when they got beat by the scissors concept last time.
Need a stop on 2nd and goal. R.C. Davis extends it and set him up 3rd and goal from the 5. Another timeout taken. Stop the clock with 2:35 to play.
Keep in mind, the Loudoun Legends are one of the smallest teams in terms of roster that we've had here. So these kids are also playing both ways.
The same press, but don't grab, don't pull, don't shoot.
Watch the ball.
This is knowing your downs, though, knowing how many timeouts the other side has, because Loudoun only
ready
has
to go out
one
there fast.
timeout left
On the
here. They
first
can only
RPO,
stop the clock one more
stay
time.
like
Now the
3
clock
seconds
runs,
away.
touchdown,
So you can
penalty,
indicate that
anything.
that's
So
the
that is
blitz,
so
okay?
valuable.
So when you say
Big
hike
play
on
here.
that first RPO, let the blitzer fly.
3rd and goal. Dickerson on the scramble. Caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Titans with the strike to Gavin Macias, his 2nd of the game.
Yes. Who do you go to? You go to Macias, but definitely what you need here is a little bit of time to come here, but then Macias will find it and then get out to the sideline here at the end zone. Here it is, stays alive for his quarterback, on the same page. These kids talk about all the time how much they hang out. This is family. That's chemistry right there, especially when you don't practice too much, just knowing where your receiver's going to be and the receiver knowing where to go.
Running clock. The Lockdown Legends will use as much of it as they can. And they've got the Loudoun Legends up against it. On a conversion, going for 1. Ball's incomplete.
Yeah, it's interesting. Even on this, you don't even have the best spacing. You've got a little pivot route and a 5 and out behind it. You could have done with a bit better spacing, but that's the threat that Dickerson has. He is able to be athletic and find his receiver on the run like that.
How valuable a quarterback is with that can scramble in this game.
Chase.
It's hard, that part of the field, too. When you're in a man defense, you're looking at those pick routes. You're just looking to out-leverage each other. It's tricky.
Just take a rest.
It
Got
is
this, man. Got this. Thank you.
7 straight possessions with a score for this Titans team. Timeout was used by the Loudoun Legends, their final one,
Yeah,
stopping
great
the
point
clock.
there, Tom. Yeah, that's what we got to illustrate here. You have to use your timeout in this format, even after a touchdown and a change of possession. Makes it tough to come back after 2 scores, but still, we'll see what the Steelers can do.
Julian Mars is a quarterback. Pump fake got Dickerson in the air. And he fires incomplete.
It's hard. The clock is rolling. You've got to get set quickly, but the officials are also taught to not rush anything. You've got to stay at the same pace throughout the game. But this is hard because now you've got to make it second to the midline. You've got to get some completions here, and they're playing a 2-2.
Casey Huffman now pressuring. Over the middle and caught for the first down. Fantastic grab by Omar Almada.
Yeah, Phoebe, I recognize the 2-2. Talk about it a little bit because it almost looked like a box.
That's exactly what we call it in flag. You call it a box defense, but that means that seam up the middle, that center is left alone a lot of times.
See if they find it again. Over the middle again, but incomplete. Clock running, 50 seconds remaining.
Through the hands of Rajpal there.
Your 2-2 is probably the most common you'll see in flag. You might get a little bit of a combination or some sort of rolling of the different defenses, but because you've got your rusher, it changes things.
Julian Marza on the move. And what the Titans have done on this last possession is they've subbed in their rusher using Casey Huffman a lot. He's a 14-year-old from Nolensville, Tennessee. And they're giving Dickerson a chance to get some rest.
Yeah, Coach Rossi talked about that yesterday. Even during, you want to get your quarterback and rusher a little bit of rest.
Intercepted in the end zone, and that will seal it for the Titans. In a celebration, Noah Petrunger has been fantastic offensively, and now a big pick to lock it down.
Just see how spectacular this team is with Dickerson leading them. I mean, Gavin Macias making plays all over the place, and then this defense, the way they affected Marza and this Loudoun offense, moving on to the championship game.